What's up, guys? If you clicked on this video, then you know what time it is. It's time for another soap review. Today I'm going to be reviewing a bar from Dove. This is a newer bar, at least to my knowledge it is. This is from the Men+Care line, Minerals and Sage. Now, the last bar that I used from Dove was the charcoal and clay, and I have to say I fell in love with it when it comes to the scent, when it came to the lather, just overall the feeling it left on my skin. It was my #1 bar from Dove that I have ever used, and I still feel that way. This one weighs in at 3.75 ounces, so it's a good size. It's your typical Men+Care shape. Very creamy bar in my hands. It's very soft and almost feels like it's melting. This really surprised me. Sage. The smell of this bar, you know, to be honest with you, does smell a lot like sage. And if you got sage and you were to remove the herbal side of it and just be left with that beautiful green note, that's what you're left with in this bar. It is so nice. It is heavily perfumed. It smells like a very nice men's cologne. It has a woodsy and earthiness to it. I can't explain it very well. You'd have to buy it yourself. But if you ever got ground sage and you took a whiff of it, it smells like that, but infused with freshness and cleanness. It's really nice. It's different and I enjoy it a lot. I have to say, between this one and the clay bar that I used, the charcoal and clay, this might be taking the #1 spot for my favorite bar from Dove. Let's talk about the actual soap itself. This is a non-exfoliating bar, so it is very smooth. In the shower, it had an amazing lather. This thing lathered like crazy. The second it touched my body, boom, the thickest, richest, creamiest lather. Which is odd because I noticed that when I used other Dove bars, like the Beauty bars or the Mango bar, they had a really weak lather. So maybe the formula is slightly different for the men's line, but I'm really enjoying the lather that is coming from the men's bars. The breakdown of this bar in 5 days, it was a lot. There's the bar after 5 days, but it is a very gentle, creamy bar. So you will expect it to go a little bit quicker. I did not use a loofah with this. I used it directly on my body, so that's why the breakdown was probably a little bit more significant. This left my skin feeling very soft, almost softer than the exfoliating bar. So, I mean, I had to use no lotion. I didn't have to use any body butter, no cream, no nothing. I had no itchiness, no dryness. This is, in my opinion, one of the best day-to-day bars that you can use. I use this on my face as well. Every time I showered, I did a full scrub of my face and I had no reaction. My skin is fairly clear still. Just felt really clean. Now, the unfortunate part is that the smell doesn't last on your body for very long when you come out of the shower. I'd say 20 minutes tops, and it's a very light scent. When you smell the bar up to your nose, it smells kind of strong, but in the shower, that brightness of the bar sort of dumbs down. It settles, it becomes very aromatic, it engulfs you in the shower, but it's very subtle still. It's not very overpowering. You're not punched in the face with fragrance. Overall, I'm gonna have to say I'm very impressed by this bar. I wasn't a huge fan of sage in other bars, but in this Dove one, I think that they really nailed it this time. For any of you guys that are very confused and don't want to go out and spend tons of money on bars, a 3-pack of this cost me, I think, $4.99. So I'd say that's very reasonable. And for anybody that hasn't tried the Men's Care line, I would suggest you go out. I mean, Dove is really putting a lot of effort into their men's products, the body wash and the bar soaps now, which I'm really happy. There's a few more that I want to try. And if you haven't tried them, definitely give these a shot because they are very, very good. Anyways, that is another soap review. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, stay clean.